At the end of the day, this election will point to Nigerians what directions or direction they will be heading to in the next 8 years. According to what we have on our desk, a popular pastor, Chris Oyahkilome, said an angel of God revealed to him about the three leading presidential candidates of the country. He didn't mention names, but I want you to use your common sense to select who this might be speaking to or who this might be referring to. As you know, they are being careful right now. They do not want to say words that will sound, like they are involved in trying to sway their members into voting for one person or the other. As you know, Pastor Adeboye issued a disclaimer and he said God did not speak to him, apart from issuing a disclaimer that he has not said this, he has not said that. Well, people said not even speaking means that. But let me leave that aside. Now, according to the news that has been published and the news that has got into our desk, now, I'm sure a lot of people believe that pastors in Nigeria, Christians, are in support of Peter Obi, Labour Party presidential candidate. Now, Pastor Chris Oyahkilome, while describing the first candidate, said the first candidate was under the influence of a devil, not the devil, of a devil that is not himself, and that this devil was mocking, laughing, and scoffing at Nigerians. While talking on the second presidential candidate, he claimed that a spiritual prophecy that was revealed to him made it known that the second one will be a thief. Or is he already a thief? Or he will be a thief? Well, I'm throwing that out to you. And that he will run the country down. He also said this candidate will sell the country, that he himself is not 100% a Nigerian. He knows that his people are somewhere, and they are just roaming around seeking for who they will devour, Well, that's just an added one. He said this person will sell Nigeria, will run Nigeria down, will finish Nigeria. It is all about how can I end this country. And this second candidate is a very humble person in appearance. He looks like someone who cannot lift his hands up, but what he can do is beyond human comprehension. Now, he said the third and final candidate, his name, he said, is in the Bible. He said this candidate is scared of winning, and at the same time, he doesn't want to lose. He said, in his words, I quote, "Then in the spirit, the third candidate was afraid of winning, and he did not want to lose, but he was scared of winning. Then I prayed, and I said, God, Lord, give him wings to fly. His name is in the Bible." Now, the reactions that trail this prophecy or prediction or vision is divided into different parts. Some are saying this is nonsense. Some are saying this is total garbage. While some are saying Peter Obi remains the God's chosen president for Nigeria and that he will eventually win. They say there is no fear, that fear has been taken out of him, that he's ready to face them. Now, there are people who quickly jumped at this and they said, Pastor Chris Oyahkilome, you also must be speaking or prophesying under the influence of the devil, because it takes a devil to know a devil, and all your predictions will eventually fail. Now, I'm just telling you exactly what people are saying, not what I am saying. Now, they said that they should continue deceiving themselves. They said that that's your candidate, the one that you say you are giving wings, has nobody in the north of Nigeria willing to vote for him. In fact, they say the position of the Northwest is clear. How can one become president of Nigeria? How can one win election in Nigeria if you do not have the required number from the north of Nigeria? Who will vote for you? They said, in fact, even in the southwest of Nigeria, they say there are a lot of states that will not vote for Peter Obi. How then can he win? But as you know, they said he's afraid of losing because he understands and he knows that he's fighting against a structure that has been built on lies and wickedness. Well, what are your thoughts about this one? Now, some people quickly took a jab at him. They said he is a liar and that he lied, that God didn't show him anything, that the Holy Spirit left him long, 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 long ago. That in fact, the Holy Spirit made it known that he has left him when his wife divorced him, and all because he is running after concubines and strange, fair women, and that God has stopped speaking to him long time. That is why his house is in shambles. That this man has nothing to offer anyone, that God is not speaking to him at all, that he's just trying to pretend and act like he's still there. Now, questions have been asked. They said, what did Peter Obi do as governor of Anambra State for 8 years? They said he never built the state, he never made anything in that state that is against infrastructure, that he never did anything. All he did is say he kept money. He kept money. And they said there is nothing that he put in that state that is progressive. These are words coming from a lot of people. If you're from Anambra State, what did Peter Obi do in Anambra State? What are the benefits of Peter Obi? Were there infrastructures? Were there low-cost housing that people could live in? Did Peter Obi, what are the things that governors are supposed to do? Did Peter Obi do it? These are conversation that we need to have, because people are saying this, or Peter Obi will do better if he becomes governor. He's still going to apply the same pattern that he put in when he was governor. Well, people say they are not gullible and that they will do what they need to do. That bunch of liars and juju pastors, priests disguising as Christians and pastors, they say they need to do a general assessment of all of these people, and that they have done it, and they realize that Peter Obi does not stand a chance. And apart from that, they concluded that Peter Obi is not different from Mr. Emilokon Tinubu. Neither is he different from Atiku. This Atiku is terrible, but Peter Obi and Tinubu are the same. And I asked, how, in what sense? And what they replied is this. They said, you see, Lagos is different from Anambra State. And Tinubu ruled Lagos and still ruling Lagos indirectly. So he has more that he has stolen, unlike an Anambra State governor like Peter Obi. How much could he have stolen? And moreover, they said, how come he hid money abroad? How come he hid money under names that cannot be connected to him? If not that the server database in those Caribbean countries were hacked, and that is how we got to know that Peter Obi has money hidden. If not, Peter Obi will just say, find where I kept the money. I never took anything. I am this and that. I left money. They said Peter Obi is not clean, that he's just looking for a bigger platform for him to fulfill his agenda. Same way your man of integrity, your Messiah, according to Father Mbaka, you know what I'm talking about, Buhari, how they spoke about him, how they advertised him as a man of integrity, a man that is this, a man that is that. And now he has shown to them what he couldn't do in 1980s. He is now doing it right now better. Can't you see it? He's now stealing, his his cabals and the rest of, they are now stealing and doing all sort of nefarious things. Who do you want to vote for? Or do you prefer breakup of Nigeria? Let us meet at the comment section.